In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this t-shirt design layout using Adobe Illustrator. This design style is ideal to be used across plenty of different niches, and it's also pretty easy to create once you know how to do it. So the first thing you want to do before getting started is heading over to File, Document Setup, and then tick the Simulate Colored Paper box. And if you then change this right here from white to black, hit OK and OK again, then the background of our artboard changes to black, which makes life a lot easier if you're designing for black t-shirts. And to start with our circle layout, we're going to need the ellipse tool. Surprise, surprise. And you can find that in the tool panel over here or by hitting L on your keyboard. And then I'm going to draw out a circle right here. I'll hold down Alt so it gets drawn out from the center. And while drawing it out, hold down Shift as well so it stays in perfect proportions. Now I'm going to turn off the stroke color right here because we only need a fill for this circle. And then I'm going to hit Control C on my keyboard and then Control F to paste in front. And that's going to paste a second circle in front of the one we just created. I'll change the color to black so we can see the actual difference, and then scale this down while once again holding Alt and Shift. And as you can see right there, we've got two circles. And you want to scale this black one down to about here. The idea with this is our text is going to be arched on this white circle, and we'll cut out the middle bit, this black section, so we just have the circle around the edges here. And you might have to play around with the actual size of this outer circle depending on how big your text is or how much text your actual design will have. So you might want to make this a bit smaller or bigger depending on your specific design. But in my case, this should probably work. And you want to then select both of your circles, head to the Pathfinder window. And if you don't see the Pathfinder option, just head over to Window and then tick Pathfinder right here. What we basically want to do is select both of circles and then click minus front. And as you can see right here, that's cut out the middle circle from the white one. Next up, you want to place a sunset into the middle of the circle right here. This obviously depends on your niche, but in my case, I'm making a beach theme design, so I'm going to use this palm tree sunset, which is, by the way, part of my 30 vintage sunsets bundle, which you can find via the link in the description. Copy it over into our document, scale this down and place it in the center of a circle. So if your sunset isn't grouped like this one, then you're going to want to select all of its parts and hit Ctrl G on your keyboard so it's all in one group. And now you can select the sunset and the circle together and use your alignment tools to horizontally align to center and vertically align to center. And now you can scale up the sunset itself by holding down Shift and Alt and make it fit this black hole between our white circle a bit better. And if you're interested to learn how to create this sunsets yourself, I do have separate tutorials about that on my channel. I did want to focus more on the layout in this video, so do check out those videos if you want to learn how to create these yourself. Now we want to start adding some text to our circle on the outside, and to do that you want to use the ellipse tool once again to draw out a circle. Hold Shift and Alt while you're doing that, and then change it from a fill color to a stroke color. I will then also change it from white to red so we can actually see what we're doing with it. So you've got this red stroked circle right here on top of a white one, and I'm going to center it to our white circle, and the way to do that is select both of them, then click onto the white circle once, and then use the align tools once again to align to horizontal center and to vertically align to center. Now as we can see, our red stroke is kind of offset from the middle of a white circle, which is where we want it to be, so our text is then centered. And to do that, just scale down this red circle a bit while holding Shift and Alt, of course. That looks about right. Now it's literally in the center of this white circle right here. Now to overlay text onto this, you're going to want to select the Type tool from your toolbar or hit T on your keyboard. I always forget to do this. It is easier if you select the actual red circle first, then the Type tool, because then you can see this blue dot at the top, which is the topmost anchor point of a circle. You want to find that, hover over it, and then hold down Alt on your keyboard, and you'll see the T symbol change right there. And that's the indicator that we can left click onto this line to paste our text onto it. And now I'm going to quickly write "Life is better," and we'll put at the beach at the bottom later on. But the first steps you're going to want to take to make this text look better is, first of all, scale it up in font size, and then you want to align it to center instead of align to left, which will put it to the bottom here, which is obviously not what we want. So the next step is to use the rotate tool, which is over here in the toolbar. Double click onto that and then type in 180 degrees into this. And then once you hit OK, we can see it is now at the top, which is what we wanted, but it still doesn't really look quite right. So the next step you want to take is head over to the type option up here, then go to type on a path options, and then change this from align to baseline to center. And once you do that and hit OK, you can see that now our letters are actually aligned to the center of this circle rather than sitting sort of on top of it. That's really useful because now we can scale this up and it always sort of stays very perfectly aligned to our white circle. And I'm going to change the font as well to Cocoon Pro, which is, I believe, an Adobe font. Suits this beach theme quite nicely in my opinion. One thing you definitely want to do if your text is arched on a circle like this is turn up the tracking, which you can find in your character window. It's this option right here with the VA letters. If you turn this up to say 50 for example, then your letters don't look so squished and are a bit easier to read. And if you now want to actually paste this onto the bottom as well to write the remaining bit of your text, then you can select your type layer, hit Ctrl C, then Ctrl F to paste in front, and we can once again rotate with the rotate tool by 180 degrees, hit OK, and now we have the text at the bottom. The only problem now is our text is upside down, so no one can read it. But there's a quick and easy fix for that by selecting the type once again, and then heading to type up here, type on a path options again, and you can tick this box which says flip, and then if you click OK, then our text is flipped around so we can actually read it. Now I'll just click into this with the type tool and change this to at the beach, and now we can see that there is a bit of white space over here and it looks a bit empty. So what I often like to do with that is use the star symbol right here, or the star tool, to draw out a star onto our white circle right here. We have to try and make sure it's somewhat centered. I think this star, or this shape of the star, looks a bit too sharp in comparison to our other lines. Like the text is quite rounded off. We've got a circle obviously which is quite round. We've got these wavy lines. I want to make this star a bit smoother, and to do that, select the star itself, then use the direct selection tool to draw down these corners right here. You get these little symbols. If you draw these, then the corners get rounded, and that creates quite a nice effect. For this design at least, it looks more suitable. Now I'm going to copy the star over by holding Alt and then just clicking and dragging. And if you hold down Shift as well, it'll stay in line with the other star. We can duplicate it across like so. This design layout is already quite nice and definitely one option that you can use, but what I recommend is you select everything now and then draw it over to the left hand side so you can use this as a template in the future, because then all you need to do is delete this design, and say you're making a gaming t-shirt, just create a circular gaming sunset, paste it into the middle, and then you can change this text and you've quickly got yourself a new design for a different niche because you've gone ahead and saved this. Another option that you have to use this design and change the style around a bit is by clicking onto your white circle and changing it from fill color to stroke. Then you can turn up the stroke width a little bit, go to Object, Expand, and then if you have Fill and Stroke selected here and hit OK, then now we've got a nice stroked sort of emblem style. And you can use the eyedropper tool right now by clicking I to sample some colors from your design. I think that looks quite nice. It sort of suits the beach theme, and our actual text and the stars are black right now. We need to go ahead and change that. Select those, so we've got the text and the right hand star. The left hand one is still missing. Change the color of those to white, and as you can see right there, we've quickly created another variation of this design which looks really cool. And I've actually prepared a few other variations of this design style here as well, so you can get some inspiration, like this one for example, which has a cutout right here and a bit of a bolder text which looks quite nice. Or you could change the stroke options, like in this version, to have a dashed line with rounded caps, for example, which creates quite a nice effect too. So yeah, I hope this video gives you some inspiration. As I said, this circular sunset and other sunsets are available in my 30 vintage sunsets bundle. So you could also use any of these, just overlay a silhouette suited to your niche and then use that in these circular designs to make some cool t-shirts. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and have fun designing. And if you're interested in some free graphics designed by me to speed up your next t-shirt design, then I recommend you check out this video next, where I walk you through what's included and how to download it for free.